Morning, thank you all for coming. My name is Michael Sika. I'm a fire investigator in Miami Beach. I'm the program coordinator for the Cadet program. It's my personal habit. I practice gratitude daily, so the first thing we're going to do is give thanks. My first habit in the morning, even before I make my bed, is to be grateful. It's something that I pride myself on. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be here, to be with this great group of my coworkers, Miami Beach Fire Department, the Benevolent Association, and the Miami Beach Firefighters as we continue to serve Miami Beach. The individual thanks, there's a lot of them. I'm not able to spend the entire time talking to you about how grateful I am, but I'd like to thank the City Mayor, Dan Gelber, the City Manager, Madame Melina Hudick, Fire Chief Virgil Fernandez, his administrative staff. His chiefs are located over in the corner over this way. Adonis Garcia, who graciously donated money from the 1510 Firefighter charity to create a nonprofit Miami Beach Life Educational Institute to help facilitate this program. The junior program, can I have my juniors stand up real quick? Juniors. We're running that junior program. So great thanks goes to Susie Perez and Brian Layton because they initiated this program. They created an elementary school summer camp through the Parks and Rec Department and a joint collaboration between the fire department a couple of years ago. This is an extension of that program. We envisioned it to be a high school program, a middle school program, and an elementary school program to really help educate our children. So thank you for that specifically. The individual awards or the individual thanks go to, I'd give them awards if I could because they were here for the past 16 weeks and most of them were volunteer basis. Alex Anzarandia, Motion Rescue. Ruben and Jack Ranieri, their foundation. Firefighter Ranieri volunteered many hours, used vacation time to be here, was even here on his birthday. His commitment and dedication are what this program is all about, and it shows. Unfortunately today, our mentor, my mentor, and a lot of our mentors here are newly retired Lieutenant Firefighter Nelson Gonzalez. He's not here, but he deserves a great round of applause. Through training camps and through training programs, and he worked with the cadets many days before he left. In addition to that, we have Lieutenant John Herning. Essential in helping keep the cadets in line and get them in good PT shape. Firefighter Corey Brown. Investigator Claudio Navas. Key Biscayne Firefighter Eddie Blanco. Fort Lauderdale Firefighter David Granta. These two, the last two that I mentioned, were actually recruited by Miss Gabby Avariani. Through her goodwill and grace, he recruited members from other fire departments to show up and volunteer towards our program. So it speaks volumes about her commitment and dedication to this program. She's the co-program coordinator from Parks and Rec. This 60-hour program would not have been possible without her. Day and night, probably 300 hours easy, committed into this program and making it happen. Many phone calls, many texts, many conversations, and she really held it together this past week while I was in North Carolina doing a swift water rescue. I basically said, okay, Gabby, you're on.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I would like to welcome everyone, all the parents, families, the whole fire department. Thank you for being here. We're here today, and for the past 14 weeks, these kids have worked very hard. I'm very proud of them. Again, there's not a lot that I could say except thank you. You guys were part of the commitment with the kids. Thank you to the Miami Beach Fire Department, everyone that was on and off shift for helping us. And again, that's it. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you again, Gabby. Appreciate everything. Okay. At this point, make sure that we are set. Okay, presentation of class 2101. The first Fire Rescue Cadets to come through the Miami Beach Fire Department. 100 years we've been a fire department. This is our first class. We're proud of them and everything that they've committed and dedicated to this program. All right, guys. Our inaugural Miami Beach Fire Rescue Cadets. Applause, please. Okay, guys, please stand for the presentation of the colors. Miami Beach Honor Guard. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order! Halt!
Honor Guard, retire the colors.
Right. Hey! Over. Up! Group parade, rest!
Okay, guests, you can have a seat. The core principles of this program rely on honor, morale, dignity, and integrity. These are firefighter code of ethics that makes the fire service probably the best customer service organization on the planet. We believe in these principles and we practice them daily. Class leader, firefighter code of ethics.
As Fire Rescue Cadets, we have accepted the responsibility to conduct ourselves in a manner that reflects a proper ethical behavior
Excellent, good job. Now, please welcome Firefighter Chief Virgil Fernandez.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here with us. I'd like to real quickly introduce two members of our staff, and also Cindy Casanova from the Parks Department. She's an assistant director who played a key role in making sure that this happened. With us today is also Deputy Chief Juan Mestas. He's our Chief of Operations, and Deputy Chief Digna Bello. She's our Deputy Chief of Administration. Those are the two second in command of the fire department. Just as importantly with us, I want to acknowledge the men and women that you see here in their blue uniforms. They today, like thousands of other first responders, put on their uniform, kiss their family goodbye, and pledge that if anything happens within their jurisdiction, they're ready to serve. So I'm extremely proud of the men and women that are with us today and the work that they do every single day. So I'd like to give them a hand. And of course, we pray that they have a safe shift and are able to go home to their loved ones. This program was not driven by administration. This was not something that the fire chief's office said, why don't we start a cadet program? This was something that came from the firefighters and our parks department. They're the ones that asked me one day if I could sit down and meet with them, and that it wouldn't take, it wouldn't take more than 30 minutes to sell me on this program. So obviously, in the position that I'm in, to have that headache, that you have your members that are the ones that are coming up to you to provide these types of programs. And keep me one second, I think I was supposed to tell the cadets to please sit. So give me a sit. Sorry about that. It's standing there for 3 weeks.
They've gotten very strong in the past 5 weeks. A lot of running, a lot of squats. They can stand.
So this was a program again that came from the bottom up. Our parks department, it was Gabby and Igor, Mike Sika, Claudio Manovas, Ruben. They assaulted me and told me how they wanted to put on this program. And so really, I come today mostly as a spectator, in awe of what they've been able to do. I was able to spend a day with them, and what I was most impressed about was the class was not just about technical expertise on fire rescue and type of work that we do. Just as importantly, they spoke about ethics. They spoke about how to be a good person. And in this job, most of what we do is just try to be good people when we're called for service. People call us when they are the most desperate. And what may seem like a routine for us, for that person is very real. Those people are going to share with us things that their families may not know, whether it's diseases that they have, medication that they may be taking, and so on, that they won't share with their family, and yet 3 or 4 strangers are going to walk into their house and try to resolve whatever it is the problem that they're having. So again, I applaud them for making sure that part of our job, which is extremely hard to teach, that's something that I believe that comes from the heart. And so the amount of time that they spend, to our 10 cadets, whatever you decide to do in life, although you're preparing yourself for what might be a career in firefighting, the things that you learn about teamwork, about caring for people, that is something that you'll be able to take on anywhere that you go in your life, wherever your life takes you. Obviously, I would love to see you in the fire service because we do need dedicated individuals like yourselves. And then I want to make sure that we thank the parents. obviously they wouldn't be here without you. Like many families, where we sit here, we worry about, how's their day going to be? What are some of the things that they're going to face? That's something that remains with families that we take for granted. And I can tell you that, I very much appreciate it because all of you have played a tremendous role in making sure that they are where they are today. So my hat's off to you, and thank you very much for the time that you put in to make sure that this cadet program is a success. And finally, I just want to wish everybody good luck. But again, whatever you decide to do in your career, I truly believe that you have the foundation to make sure that you are going to tackle it and you're going to be extremely successful. So really, I'd like to give them a hand of applause. Okay, so with that, I'll put away my 2-hour speech and we'll go ahead and start these certificates.
Chase Brown.
Please feel free to come up and take pictures if you want.
Yeah. So we talked about the true essence of the cadet program being mentorship through fire service ethics. We showed them if you work hard and do the right thing, you'll progress mentally and physically. And that's what this program is all about. Connecting with them, building relationships, and bringing it back to their lives. Instilling values and work ethics for our kids' development, regardless of what they choose as professional careers. I've lived in the city of Miami Beach for the past 15 years, and I'm proud to call it my home where I raise my boys. It takes a village to raise our children. One team, one city. Last leader.
Group action, march! Right base, one base!
Dismiss.
So in the fire service, we practice and we train regularly. We practice like this. This is our combat challenge. This is the essential element of making it into a fire academy. All of these drills that you'll see now have essential functions in the fire service. The cadets will go through the actual evolutions, assisted by the instructor. A big part of this program really is the assistance. You'll see how much the instructors are involved. Safety is our #1 priority. We want the kids to learn in a safe environment. We don't want anyone to get hurt. You'll see a lot of red shirts out here, and that's the reason why. All right, we ready to go? Sir. Everybody in position? So this evolution here is a Jumpline Evolution. This is to simulate there's a structure fire and you have to pull hose off the side of the truck. You are pulling hose to advance hose to a structure fire. Ready? The next evolution would be a hose hoist. If we were actually upstairs in a fire in our high-rise community, we have to have physical strength. What do you think that weighs, Mr. Rose? 25. 25 pounds? 25 pounds. Yeah. You gotta have muscle. PT is not just pain and discipline for punishment. PT is because we need it. Good? Alright, next event we have is the Kaiser drill. Manipulating the tools of forcible entry. We use a mallet and we drive the sled across the beam here. Latin does a really good job at this. There's an art to it. Good job. Next we have the charged hose line. Firefighter Rose, how much does a hose line weigh? A gallon of water weighs about 8 pounds. A gallon of water weighs 8 pounds. And this right here has about 60 pounds of pressure PSI behind it. 60 pounds of pressure. So in total, he's pulling 2 sections. That's about 120 pounds that he's pulling. Good job, people. Last event we have is the dummy drag. This one at the end is often the hardest. Firefighter Rose, what's the dummy weigh? This dummy here literally weighs 125 pounds. So to pull that, best way is to get up underneath the arm, get the legs off the ground, off the body, just keep moving. Excellent work. So we train like this in these events. Going to the Fire Academy, you have to do all these events consecutively, and you have to do it for time. So it's essential that you're able to maintain your breathing and oxygen consumption, because you're going from 1 event to 2 events to 3 events, 4 events, 5 events, in a time fashion. We practice this in a relay with the cadets so that they know how to do it safely. They've all done it individually. They're going to piece the skills together as they progress through the program and be able to master these skills so that they're ready to go to the Fire Academy and take that first test, that entrance exam. All right, so the next event that we have, Act 2, is a simulated fire. Just going to clear the area real quick. So we do a lot of scenario training in the fire service. There are things that we can train for, there are things that we just can't train for. Emergency services, there is no routine. There's no standard emergency. Every emergency is different. We train on a regular basis. The scenario that we're running through today is there's going to be a structure fire behind this diesel generator. And you'll see, and I'll narrate through as the actual events unfold, what the cadets are doing and as they're moving through, just so you have some information and you can follow along with the process. Leave it. Is a forcible entry. Often people don't leave the keys in the door and or the door is unopened. So being able and agile with the Halligan and the axe, our irons, is essential tools to the fire service to gain entry to a fire. The second evolution you see is the advancing the hose line. There are fire conditions inside this building. As you can see the smoke billowing out back of the diesel generator, you have to advance the hose line, a charged hose line. You always have to prepare as if there is a fire behind that door. The hose line's got to be charged. Before you make entry. Water's coming. So you watch the teams go in, they have to work together to retrieve the victim from the smoke environment. I have to walk backwards. So Miami Beach, one of the amazing things about our community is that all firefighters have to be paramedics within the first 3 years of service. We are all ALS Advanced Life Support. We're all paramedics. So when you call for an emergency, a fire-related emergency, you'll get a competent, trained firefighter paramedic. In the scenario here, you see the cadets performing CPR. They'll load the victim onto the stretcher, ready for transport. As you can see, there's a lot of pieces that come together for the team to make sure that there's safe and effective rescue in play. Patients packaged onto the rescue, they transport to the closest hospital for, continuing medical care. Please give a round of applause to your cadets.
All right, guys. So kind of skipped over the awards, but we're gonna do it right now. The Athletic Award, Mladen Saluski. Our Scholars Award, Tavia Prado. Our Leadership Award, Ruben. And our Improvement Award, Nicola Fabri. One more time for all of them. Come on.
Thank you all for coming. This is officially the cadets' graduation. This is a probation series. They've earned their pins. We look forward to them all coming back next year and during the school year and continuing the program, working on our skills. Thank you again for everything. Thank you again, parents.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.